Okay, this is a video on changing rear brakes on a 88 Iroc Camaro. It's not as easy as you think, mainly because the rotors get welded on to the axle because of rust. So I did one, and I'll go around. I haven't done the other one. I'll kind of show you what I did, but I got the rotor off. Basically, there was a lot of rust. Used a combination of a torch to heat it up, a hammer, and even a mallet. You just have to feel like you bang until you can't bang anymore. I also used some of this penetrating oil spray, and I also will replace later is the parking brake cable. If you can see it there, but it totally broke off. It's back in there. So that's on order. I'll get it in later today. Anyway, I'll show that in the video as well. I did it in. So we'll go to the other side. Okay, one of the things you're going to need is a 3/8 hex head. Looks like that. Basically, you got two bolts come across here, hold the caliper in place. With those two bolts gone, just you got to pull it out and be careful. Oh yeah, also take the parking brake off. There's just a nut, comes right off. And then just be careful of your brake line. When you lay it down, you can use a bungee cord to kind of hold it in place. That's kind of what I have planned. But the other thing I'm going to start off with as well is I'm going to use this on right here. There's a lot of rust buildup. You'll see. And I learned on the last side that I got to clean this up because even when you loosen the rotor, it won't come out without cleaning that first. Just a pain in the butt. So anyway, I'm going to pull this caliper out and then we'll get started. Okay, pulled the caliper out, kind of bungeed it to the spring there. My compressor is going to come on, so you won't be able to hear anything, but this is basically what I'm going to do. You could use a wire brush if you don't have something like this. Okay, I'm done with the brush, wire brush. You know, cleaned it the best I could. That'll help once you get it loose, come right off. Next step is, actually, by the way, I'm using this really bright cat light, and I put magnets. Got off McMaster, and because this car's old, got a lot of metal, just sticks up there. Pretty cool. Try that on a new car. So I'm gonna use MAP gas, just burns hotter, and I'm just gonna heat up this whole surface area where the bolts are. It's gonna take a while. And get started. Okay. It's going to take a while. I'm just going to basically heat up all of it. I'm getting the grooves there and the bolts. Probably spend a good 10 minutes here, just getting it as hot as I can, and then I'll spray the penetrating oil and start banging on it. Okay, just got done with the MAP gas. Now I'm gonna spray this heavily into all the bolts. Yeah. And then essentially, you just start pounding like that, just all around. I already got the wobble. It's already starting to come loose. Sorry, holding the camera while I'm doing this. But you can see how it's already loose. So on the other side, I didn't do this at first, and I was banging and banging, and man, it felt like it was just stuck. And so thought I would make this video. The videos out there that I was watching didn't show this version of how to get it loose. Maybe there's another way, maybe tap and die some bolts, but I don't have tap and die set. But to me, this is easy to get. Just go buy this at the local AutoZone, get some penetrating oil. You can get a wire brush, unless you have, you know, a compressor, and get that air tool. This really is my favorite tool, actually. Especially if you're changing anything with a gasket, you can really clean the surface well with that. So I'm gonna pull it off now. Okay, it's off. You can see all the rust on there. So what I'm gonna do, again, use this tool. Use this tool and clean the rest of the surface. And I'm still waiting on my new rotors. They should be in this morning sometime. And then I'll continue the video, putting them together. Right. One of the things I want to point out is the reason I was changing these brakes was when I was coming to a stop, sometimes it felt like the caliper was acting up and like the brake was slipping or something. So I thought maybe, you know, my rotor's glazed over or whatever. Well, it turns out you can see the play. I think that's what was causing it. These brakes are very old. Who knows how long they've been on there. So anyway, okay, now I'm going to open the lid where my brake fluid reservoir is, because as I push the calipers back in, the fluid needs somewhere to go. So just take that off. And when you're done, you'll notice the fluid come up. Now I'm ready to push this piston in. They make tools especially to push them in. I always use this channel locks. Works pretty good. So you just get a good spot and you just start pushing it in, squeezing it. It's going to take two hands, so I'm not going to show a video, but I'll show you after I'm done the difference. Okay, pushed it in. Now I'm ready to put in the new pads. As you can double check, make sure you got the right ones. Make sure they match up. This has a notch, so there's going to be a notch in here. Make sure it goes in there. Oh. Like so. Basically like that. Okay. Now let me go get put my new rotor on, and then I'll show you putting it together. One thing is pretty important. You want to put some brake lubricant along here, and this one will probably be in the middle. Basically where it's going to touch on the piston, and then where this brake's going to touch these sides. That'll prevent it from squealing, unwanted noise. Here's my setup for getting this bolt in. Extension. You can see it's turning. Just get it tight. Okay, it's all put together. Now I'm gonna put the you can see that. Put the parking brake back on this side. Okay, got the parking brake back in. I'm gonna use a little brake cleaner because I got some grease around there. So I'm gonna clean that up real quick. That's pretty good. Okay, now I'm gonna do this side, same way. So I won't re-show you that. Just putting the rotor brake pads, caliper on. But this one had the broken parking cable, so stay tuned for that. I'll try to show replacing that. I've never done it before, so it should be interesting. So on the other side, to get this bolt back in, I had to take off this arm because the bolt wouldn't fit in. I don't know if this is a design flaw or what. But you can also see where I put the new brake cable in, where it goes up there. And then it's gonna go right here. Sorry, right in here. Once the bolt's in, you gotta put this whole assembly in. I'll show you that in a minute. But I just wanted to show you this. I had to actually take this whole arm down this is the passenger rear. Crazy. Well, that does it. It's all put together. You're ready for test drive. See you on the next video.